With reaction from one West Michigan congressman. Angela?
Well, Val, Republican U.S. Representative Pete Hoekstra was among the 215 congressmen and women who voted against this bill. Tonight, he explained what was behind his vote and what he thinks health care reform needs to look like. U.S. Representative Pete Hoekstra is back from Washington, where the U.S. House passed what is being called a historic health care reform bill. Hoekstra says he voted no because the bill takes too much control out of the hands of the American people and places it with the government.
You may decide to buy it from the government. I may decide to buy it from Blue Cross Blue Shield. That's not the fundamental problem. The fundamental problem is the government will totally establish the parameters.
He fears that will limit competition to the point where employers will stop covering workers altogether.
If you go into a business and say, you know, we're going to give you a payroll tax of 8% and you can get out of the healthcare business, you can dump all of your employees out on the public plan. I think a lot of companies are going to do that. They want to get rid of the hassle.
Hoekstra says he is in favor of reform that addresses key problems like pre-existing conditions, affordability, and competition.
Allow insurance to be sold across state lines so that you actually get more products coming into the market competing.
The health care bill is now headed to the U.S. Senate, where it is likely to have a much harder time passing in its current form.
Because of the nature of how the Senate works, I think the Senate bill will come out probably without a public option, probably more variation in terms of the types of insurance policies that individuals will be able to buy. Now, the House bill included an amendment which stipulates the government will not pay for abortions. Hoekstra feels that was a strategic move by Democrats to get enough votes to pass this bill, but doubts if that provision would still be included in any final form of legislation. Interestingly, Hoekstra says most Republicans and Democrats agreed on about 70 to 80% of the things in this bill and feels if approached differently, it could have passed with an almost unanimous vote. Val?